Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. Today we go on further adventures when it comes to rebuilding our off-planet infrastructure. The biggest issue that we have right now is fuel, I think. So I was thinking that we need to have a dedicated fuel system. So let's see what we can do here. We need an unloading station, please. Do we have an unloading station? Doubt. Very, very doubt. Let's take this. Convert it. Put it here. We don't want those. We can save that. We can put that in here. So we get an unloading station here. I'll just do this here because it's fuel related, kind of. Very much kind of, though. Very much kind of. So this here will go something like here. I kind of want to steal this. You know? We'll take that and go here. Connect that. Yeah, we need these as well. And there and there. Very nice. We'll do that. So we'll use any landing pad with a name. And then we'll launch on cargo full. That's pretty reasonable. Now you need this. As well. Do you need anything else? You're getting your fuel. You're getting your stuff here. You don't need the timer because we're not trying to do anything weird with timers, right? So you just don't need that. And then you need a lot of rocket fuel. So this will be rocket fuel, solid rocket fuel. Boom. We do have a train for this on Novice. This bad boy right here. Who's unable to go anywhere. Why? There's a little piece of rail missing there. Okay. I see how it is. Okay, meanwhile, we can go to Ogun. And we can do this. This would be a pretty decent amount, I think, to have as a buffer here. Then we'll have a blacklist. So we'll get anything out that's not rocket fuel. And that should be fine. Let's see if this does work. You are on the way with that. Okay, yeah, we are at none right now. So going back to Novice, our apparent nuclear stuff. There's a lot of station names that are really weird right now. You know what? I don't even want to name it unused. I just want it to be this. Okay. I want to clean up those names. That's better. Okay. So you want to go upstairs to depot. See where it comes out. Then stop. Then you want to unload downstairs depot. Okay, so this bad boy. Bro. Calm down. Oh no. That's unfortunate. We just went the one direction where we actually couldn't do anything with that. Okay. This unloads. This is gonna take some of this fuel as well from there, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it is okay. So this guy is not. That's good. Green signal or when cargo is full. And I'm gonna send you manually. Because that's what we do. So this will still request some fuel. If something happens with this other rocket, this will fill up fuel if needed. Most of the time, probably it's not. But this will be the bulk fuel, hopefully. It's gonna take a couple of deliveries here. Okay, so this is now full. 5,000 rocket fuel. Very nice. This we will name lazy rocket fuel, wherever rocket fuel was. Lazy fuel. Launch on cargo full. Very, very nice. I was also thinking we don't need all this shenanigans here. We don't need this either. We can launch on cargo full. Because I was reading here, and the inability to launch to a landing pad that's not empty just solves this problem. Right? So if I can launch, then good for me, right? That's way, way better, in my opinion. And hopefully, this fuel is gonna last a while. Yeah, unloading required before next payload. That's a great system. The question is, now the fuel loading here is not, though. Let's see if we can unload the fuel a bit faster here. That wouldn't be bad. This rocket fuel production here is not doing well. This pyroflux that we need here. Yeah. We don't have it. We don't have it. We don't even have the vulcanite, realistically. We need to make a backup for that. We need to make a backup for that. Okay. So there's not really any alternative recipes for this. It is what it is. We are very pyroflux dependent, though. Which is very unfortunate. You are getting things on your way. Well, you're probably taking from some destination. Not ideal, but it works kinda okay. And I think we need to make the same thing here, right? You're eating a lot of pyroflux, though. 10 pyroflux. You can eat 5,000 vulcanite. Oof. Oof. Hydrogen chloride and oxygen and iron plate. How's our hydrogen chloride looking anyway? We have a ton of that. Okay, let's make a backup with that. We can make a small backup. Where do we want it though? They don't fucking... Right, so how do we want to deal with this? We probably don't want this. We want this to be prioritized. Okay, let's wait for the construction bots to do their thing. This will be this. And this will be here. Okay, there we go. No. Oxygen comes in there. Then this goes in there. That goes in there. I'll just do that because lazy. And then, well, this, for example, has to become a request for this, right? No. Yeah, so oxygen is there. Hydrogen chloride is actually here. It's gonna be the other way around there, but that's fine. Okay, can we maybe do this? Yeah, this is really messy, but we do need this. Okay. There we go. So this will only fill up when we need to. And since it's not dependent on pyroflux, that's gonna be good. We'll have a backup. How much oxygen do you need? 9,000 per minute? Okay. So this is pretty oxygen efficient. That's nice. How are we doing here? Well, you're waiting for these now, yeah? You are waiting for these. We're actually out of those. Yeah. This is true. how much... How many are we requesting? We're requesting 90. So we're not getting any extra right now. Is that actually true, though? Okay, yeah, because you are full. Okay, manual can override. That's fine. That is indeed fine. Okay. So, our fuel thing. We do need the exact same thing here. I'm gonna remove this as well. Do the same thing here. We're gonna let the demand control that. So whenever this is full and not ready to take something, then that's fine. But our fuel production is probably the biggest issue here. Okay. $134. It's about 300 per minute. It's not a huge amount of fuel by any means. But it is something. It's a backup. How much hydrogen chloride are you? 14k per minute. Okay. Wait. I guess we got a Pyroflex delivery. Which is great, but... or, well, there's no but. It's 260k. It's gonna last for a bit, at least. Can we get that, please? And you're not consuming barely any of the other resources either, so... yeah, no. Yeah, you have to go back to your thing, my guy. That ain't gonna work. You're gonna have hydrogen chloride for days now. For days, I tell you. Okay, we're making 1,500 per minute right now. Now the question is, when it comes to cargo rocket sections, Do I need some production in space? The answer is probably really yes. Okay. Let's build it here, I think. So we want cargo section, fuel tank, and cargo pod. And this is just filling up. So whenever it's empty, you kind of want to do your thing, yeah? You can request some cargo sections from... It doesn't matter, really. It's about 20 per minute. So 10, 10, 50, probably 50 as well, yeah. We can do 15 here. Okay, and you are not making enough of those. I mean, you are, but barely. If we have a little bit of a stockpile, that would be good. Okay. And I also want space capsule. If this is less than 1, I'd like you to make. So, we need it to launch the rocket. I want you to fill one up. Otherwise, not really. It's the same with cargo sections. If we need them, just make them. If we don't need them, don't make them. How about that? How about that? Okay. So Ogun is looking pretty good. Okay, that's disabled because we're lacking them things. Okay, so next step. We can probably... I'm just gonna put it here, yeah? Just gonna put that there. We'll take this. We'll put that there. As of right now, this is not making that much. But We want to make this slightly more efficient. Yeah, okay, but let's delete that. Let's delete this. So this right now is making something like 720 per minute. We are very interested in putting some beacons here. We don't have any good modules here, unfortunately. It's gonna take some time for these to get here. And then we want to take a look at this as well. All right, I don't think I want to do that. Okay. We want to start in the other end, I think. Because this here is gonna take some time. So how's our vulcanite processing going? Okay, we have sent a train somewhere. I'm assuming it was here. To be fair, this was a good choice. Our iridium plate has been at a standstill for a while. Interesting. So we now have oh, this is requesting. Well, that's fine. So we're out of enriched. We are out of enriched. I do see we can have some more of those modules, though. So our ratio is off. We probably want more of this in a second. The good news is we are able to ship a lot of vulcanite for now. Okay, this ain't gonna happen with 50 construction bots, I think. I even have 150. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna take some time. I'll just have to accept that that's the case. And that this is also gonna take some time. So if we go here then... Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Please clean up. Very much, please clean up. Don't know where they came from, but it doesn't matter too much. I apparently need to pay very close attention to this. We're not really polluting anything outside, right? So where are you dropping your things anyway? Oh. Okay, it's up here somewhere. Are you out of ammo, perhaps? Oh. It needs to be auto, not on. Hello. Oh. That would help. So you're bombing the same fucking thing all over again, all the time. Gee. Okay, there we go. That makes way more sense. Okay. Good. You want a couple of these, actually. Let me send those to you. Let's send that to Ogun. Poor Ogun. It's really unfortunate, this. Let's set it to 250. Let's see, we need to be careful about the power situation as well. Ideally. But we had 720 here before. Now we're down, way, way, way down. But we'll see here once the speed modules come in. Okay, so we are way up now to almost a belt, which is perfect. Okay, let's do that. So, where do we want the crushed holmite? Well, the crushed holmite, I even don't remember what location we used. This is holmium. So we'll take this. We'll place it here. This can go away. this will be crushed holmite. And that will go directly in there. Gonna remake that because I don't want it to share the same name as the vulcanite one, so we accidentally send something there. That would have been terrible. Okay. I'm gonna not do this right now because I want you guys to focus on this. Focus, guys, focus. So you need 2,300 roughly of holmite. Which is a little bit cringe. It is a little bit cringe. Now, if we take this, we put that here. We are about to find out how much we can make with this. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Okay, I really need to take this and make sure that we have this extending here. There we go. Okay, the weapon delivery cannon is now done. So that's great. Yeah, you are not really. I have some of these. I should have a couple of beacons too. I do. These modules, however, I do not have. I do not have those. Okay, that's not viable. But I think we can do this in one belt. I don't think that we'll have enough, unfortunately, to do multiple belts of holmium. I'd be very surprised. And fuel should not be an issue here. Okay, so we've destroyed not every single meteor. So you immediately built a biter nest up there. Okay. That's amazing. Just annihilate that, please. Right now, 500 roughly. Then this would be covering the rest. We'll do that instead, yeah. We'll put those there. Do. So what I want is for them to start replacing this with some better solar panels, ideally. I should somehow have a trash system here as well, so I can send things back that I don't necessarily need. A 42k stone in here that well, we can design a trash system, but probably not right now. Okay, you don't have... Wait, what? Oh no. Did I trap a bunch of bots in here? I did. That's not good. Okay. Let's try to fix that. Going over to Dracat. Going over to Dracat, we are going to have to seriously take a good look at this and what we want to do with it as well. We need to do a major cleanup there. I think we're gonna do that next time. Space elevator tether has broken. Ooh, that's not good. Tether. Wait. What? It's here. You don't have any heavy girder. You don't have any iridium plates. How are we doing with iridium anyway? We are running out of iridites. As I said, we very much need to take a very strong look here. on this planet. There we go. Okay, how are we doing with the other ones? Because this is one broken. This is not looking good either. That's not looking good. That's not looking good. Bro. That ain't good. So you are getting a bunch of these, yeah? You will be getting some of these, right? Right? Okay. Yeah, we are getting some. Okay, we have been for 5 hours not producing any of these. That's not good. And it is only iridium that's the problem. Okay, but you are getting some now. Power situation here is pretty bad too. Yeah, we really need a full rebuild of this planet. We really do need that. Do we have any accessible coal? Kinda. I don't know if we have enough belt here, but maybe. Probably not though. Okay, that's cleaned up. It does seem like we do have the belt. Because we do need the power here. We are breaking another elevator tether here. This is not that good. And I think part of this was missing vulcanite, for sure. I definitely think that. We are out of module 4s. And I am pretty sure it's not Yeah, we just need productivity module 3s, which need vulcanite, which is a problem, which we're unable to solve right now. So I can't upgrade this either. Iridium plates. Let's see. Yeah, we have been for almost 10 hours not producing any iridium. And now that we're back to making like 100 per minute, I'm hoping I mean, we've made 25 in 10 minutes. I'm hoping that this is going to increase by itself without us having to do much. I think we need to, if it breaks, well, I think this is broken. Is there any of these that are not broken? Does this mean Novice Orbit is fucked power-wise? It does. This is not good. This is really not good. Ooh-wee. Okay. Can I do anything? Is the question. Can I do anything? Well, yeah, I could. These are gonna stop sending signals now because of power. We might have an actual problem here. We might have an actual problem. Okay. So, first things first. Boop, 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 boop. Stop requesting shit. Stop requesting shit. Stop requesting shit. We are gonna repair one of these at a time. This needs a lot of them, so that's... It is what it is. We have an additional problem. Because I can't take the train to get to the surface anymore. And I have a bunch of these modules that I kind of want to put in iridium processing right now. And I cannot really do that. So, okay, well. This also needs fuel. Which I happen to have on me. At least enough to go to Novice. Yes, let's fucking go. Man, this is a cringe problem to have. This is a really cringe problem to have. Yeah, trash unrequested. Fuck off. So. I need to find my way up here, I think. I think this is where we want to go. Because however we kind of... Wait. Is enriched vulcanite that much of an issue as well? Because we're not getting any enriched vulcanite from this process, right? Like, it's not gonna stack up. Right? So this consumes 252. So it's slightly down. But the ratio is better for some reason. I mean, these are not full-time working either way, so... Definitely wanna do this, yeah. Okay, this other stuff I don't really care about. We spent so much modules on this now. We're gonna make 1,000 powder-ish. This is gonna ish be able to spend that. Maybe. And I don't think there's any other good way to get this, yeah? This is just this cringe thing where it would be really, really good. I think. Okay, you know what we do? I know what we do. We're gonna have a small... we're gonna do this. We're gonna do... this. This is gonna be enriched vulcanite. Okay. I'm just gonna have like a slight fucking drop off for this here. So we can have a very small amount in the logistics system. We can't let that go in there because that's gonna make a huge loop. Okay. You have 13 on the way. Okay, you're making 9 per minute right now. Can I do anything with modules to help that production? Maybe the heavy girder. I don't think the cable can be productivity either. But this can. So we'll put that in there. This also uses iridium, so let's do that. cable, cable, cable. Definitely does productivity. Okay, okay. We'll do that then. 40% productivity instead of what? It should be 2 times 4. Yeah, unfortunately this is also module slots 4. We already have max amount of productivity on this, which is very unfortunate. Okay, you have 196 on the way. I like that. I do like that. I feel like we have gotten this production up slightly as well. Yeah, like 130 was our max roughly before. And this is doing quite well right now. This is doing quite well right now. And this doesn't take productivity, so I don't give a shit about that. And this should make sure that this fills up. Because we cannot have this stopping right now. We cannot have this stopping. So you're even getting 200 on the way. Which is amazing. I mean, you are really, really slow, my guy, but... Okay, okay, we did 27 for a bit there. I respect that, I respect that. So we have 36 coming. But I think that's going to be the end for this episode. We did get a little bit of stuff done here on Ogun. Obviously, this also crashed and burned because now the whole orbit base is fucked. Completely fucked. Because we're not getting any power there at all. And that's not good. That is not good. We have 5 megawatts up here. We have no backup power at all for this. I should have some backup power here. I mean, we only need 54 of these solar panels to do 100 megawatts up here. And then like 34 accumulators. Do have a couple of accumulators. I know this is not ideal. They said 54, right? That's like 32. Pretty sure we'll just do that. Let's see how much we got from this. Probably not great. But I mean, having something to run something on up here, we definitely need a backup of something. Okay, let's see. Okay, 34 per minute. 34 per minute. I can respect that. That means that it's going to take us 10 minutes or 300. And this would take roughly 30 minutes to repair at this rate. We can actually even think about doing this. Let's do that. Or no. I mean, this guy's stacking up. So, having more cable, I mean, if it's gonna take me 15 minutes to do this instead of 30, I'm gonna be very, very happy. So, what we are also going to do we are going to do so this wants to get 200. Can I silence this? Fuck off. Show alert. Cable. So we're gonna do that to hopefully bring my attention to this before it happens again. That sounds quite reasonable, I think. We're now doing 60 per minute, so 10 minutes would be 600. So, yeah, about 15 minutes at this pace. Cool. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. I'm gonna let some time pass between episodes here because I want to see that these base elevators are actually getting repaired so we can genuinely not crash the base. Ogun is going to continue its makeover next time, and Holmium is, we're gonna finish this up, and then we need a pretty much full rebuild of Drekkat. This is a bit sad, and we're very, very dependent on this Iridite from this planet, so we need to tap more of this. We need to make some proper power because we're very reliant on the coal, and yeah, it just needs a lot, this planet. And we're also out of Immersite. We have almost tapped the full planet of Immersite, so That's gonna be that. Anyway, if you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really, really nice day.